Hey, F1 folks, buckle up, because today's news is hotter than tires in a qualifying lap. We've got it all. Mercedes making a strong comeback, Hamilton's drama, a rookie shining bright, and the paddock's musical chairs driving everyone crazy. Oh, and Ferrari? Let's just say they're in a tough curve. But don't worry, we'll unpack all of it for you. So let's dive in. This grid of news is more exciting than a start in Monaco. If you love staying on top of all the F1 details, stick with us and subscribe to the channel. Guys, who said Mercedes was out of the fight? My friend, they came back strong at Silverstone. Lewis Hamilton nailed it on his home track and claimed his 9th victory there. That's right, 9th. The guy practically owns the place, but look, it doesn't stop there. Toto Wolff, that tough Austrian leading Mercedes, has a different sparkle in his eye. Know why? He's got some tricks up his sleeve for the future. Check this out. The team is planning some heavy updates for the car in the upcoming races in Budapest and Spa. Wolff is all excited, saying the team is getting back on track, just like the old days when they dominated. They're aiming for aerodynamic improvements and better car balance. Translation? They want to make that silver machine fly on the tracks. And did you see how well they handled that wet track at Silverstone? Mercedes is back in the game with a taste for victory and a thirst for more. Could there be more champagne on the way? We'll keep an eye on it. Now let's talk about the man of the moment, Lewis Hamilton. Folks, things are heating up. The 7-time champion is confirmed to join Ferrari in 2025, but hold on, there's a lot to unfold until then. Toto Wolff is saying some pretty emotional things. He said that this victory at Silverstone was like a relief for Hamilton after a few tense years. Can you imagine the weight lifted off his shoulders? But what now? How's this relationship going now that Lewis is packed and ready? Wolff assures that everything is good. He said they've had a friendship for years and the support remains strong. Oh, and he promised to give Lewis a competitive car for this last season together. Wants to see the guy leave on a high note. Behind the scenes, Hamilton was demanding more commitment from Mercedes. Seems like some contract negotiations didn't go as he wanted. But Wolff, cool as a cucumber, said he has no regrets. Hamilton's got one foot in Mercedes and the other almost in Ferrari. How will the end of the 2024 season play out? We'll be watching from the front row. And if you're enjoying these F1 updates, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, okay? It's quick and helps a lot. All right, folks, now let's talk about a name you need to keep an eye on, Kimi Antonelli. Imagine this. The kid just won the sprint race at Silverstone in F2. Toto Wolff is more excited than a kid in a candy store about this boy. He said this victory could be a turning point in Antonelli's career. You know when you feel like you're watching a star being born? Exactly. And look at this craziness. People are already comparing Antonelli to Oliver Bearman, that other young prodigy already secured at Haas for 2025. It's like a rookie battle. But Wolff isn't bothered by the pressure. He thinks Antonelli has plenty of maturity to handle it all. He said the kid is consistent, adapts quickly, and doesn't buckle under pressure when things get tough. Folks, while we're keeping an eye on the veterans, a new generation is coming in strong. Will Antonelli be the next big name at Mercedes? We'll be keeping a close watch. Now it's time to talk about the driver market, folks. And look, it's more hectic than a safety car on a wet track. The bomb that Hamilton dropped at the beginning of the year, confirming he's going to Ferrari in 2025, caused a domino effect in the paddock. Everyone wants to know who's going where. Carlos Sainz, poor guy, is like that John Travolta meme looking around confused. The guy's got several offers on the table. Mercedes, Alpine, the man's got options. And it doesn't stop there. Valtteri Bottas, that cheerful Finn, is on Williams' radar. Yep, looks like he might go back to the team where he started. But hold on, nothing's set in stone yet. Ah, and remember Mick Schumacher? Yep, the son of the 7-time champion is fighting to get back into F1. Wolff even tried to push him to Williams, but it didn't work out. Now Mick's eyeing Alpine. But the competition is fierce. And Alpine? They're more lost than a car without GPS. They need to replace Ocon, but are evaluating a bunch of people. Things are so crazy that even Adrian Newey, the aerodynamics genius at Red Bull, is being hotly contested. Aston Martin and McLaren are offering the world to have this guy. The driver market is busier than a Red Bull pit stop. Who will end up where? We'll be watching every move closely. Now, folks, let's talk about Ferrari. And brace yourselves because the situation is tenser than a championship finale. Remember that update Ferrari brought to the Spanish GP? Well, it seems it backfired. Leclerc is so frustrated that he said the situation is worse than a nightmare. Imagine the mood in the garage. The car is suffering from that infamous bouncing effect. It's jumping around like popcorn in a hot pan. The idea was to lower the car to generate more downforce, but it ended up being a high-speed roller coaster. Sainz is managing, but Leclerc? Poor guy, he's having to go back to the old car to try and salvage something. The team is doing everything to understand what went wrong. They're comparing data, running tests, probably even doing a rain dance in the paddock. But so far, no magic solution. The worst part is, Ferrari has dropped to the fourth force among the top teams. Imagine the drama in Maranello. And now? Well, the team says they'll stick with this current package, maybe with some minor changes, until the August break. After that, they promise a definitive solution. Will they? The situation is so tense in the Ferrari garage. Will they be able to turn it around this year? Or will they have to throw in the towel and focus on 2025? So, what do you think? Can Ferrari be saved this year, or is it over? Comment below, and let's discuss. Hey F1 folks, we've reached the end of our news race, and man, what a crazy grid it was, right? We saw Mercedes rising from the ashes like a silver phoenix, Hamilton packing for Ferrari while still shining for Mercedes, and a rookie named Antonelli making everyone drop their jaws. The driver market is more hectic than a start in Monaco, with everyone trying to find the best spot. Sainz here, Bottas there, even Mick Schumacher is trying to get back in the game. And Ferrari, my God. They're in a situation more complicated than overtaking in Monaco. But hey, in the F1 world, everything can change in the blink of an eye, or rather, in a quick lap. That's why we love this sport so much, isn't it? We never know what to expect. Will Mercedes return to the old glory days? Will Hamilton regret signing with Ferrari? Will the Italian team manage to turn it around? And who will be the next big name in F1? And speaking of names, we can't forget about Adrian Newey in this whole story, right? The guy is like the Merlin of aerodynamics and is being hotly contested. Will he work his magic for another team? Oh, and let's agree that this season is more unpredictable than the weather forecast, right? Every race is a surprise. Who would have thought we'd see McLaren rising again and Aston Martin giving the big teams a hard time? To not miss a single detail of this madness, stick with us. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. This way, you'll stay on top of everything happening in the F1 world faster than a Red Bull pit stop. So, what was your favorite part of these news updates? Ferrari's drama, Antonelli's promising future, or maybe it's this whole musical chairs situation? Comment below, let's chat. Thanks for watching up to here, folks. See you in the next races.